Boss Custom Auto Body Shop, and we are going to do a live series of videos with no editing just to get straight to the meat of the video. So I'm going to be doing a show and tell and showing you guys some of my new favorite tools. I'm going to give you links to everything in the description. So today we're going to be showing off this job that I'm doing right here on this 2017 Buick LaCrosse, where basically the gentleman got an estimate for $7,700, which would mean replacing both of these doors because these doors here were crushed all the way in about maybe 4 inches. I mean, it was nasty. It was nasty. And so I said, hey, what if I just fix the doors? I can do the metal work and I'll fix these doors and have it looking like nothing ever happened. And I'll do it for half the cost. So I told him 50% less than what the big shops are doing. I'll take it on. It'll take me a month, but I could do it. So it was a mangled mess. I had to do a lot of cutting because it was pushed in down at the rocker panel and crunched at the seam. But the beauty of it was, which is why I decided to do it, the door opens and shuts perfectly. Now it messed up the window, so I'm going to have my tech come in and get that window working a little bit because it gets stuck halfway down. But other than that, I'm going to pretty much fix all of this, and it looks nasty right now, but you should have seen it from day one. You would have looked at this and said, there ain't no way anybody is ever doing the metal work to fix these doors. And I had to do a combination of using the Vevor spot welder. This is the GD9 DE. It's either 609 DE or 6D9 DE. I always get it mixed up. I think it's GD90E. Who knows? That font is hard to read, but that's it right there. You can go look for it, and I'll put the description link. I'll include the link in the description so you can get one on Amazon. It's only like $250, somewhere around there. So that's one of my favorite tools. And it comes with all of these extra attachments here. And then I'm using a combination of other things to get this job done. Number one, the slide hammer that comes with the Vevor that has this hook where I can just grab on inside of this door. This is what I use to pull this out, right? And also just drill and hold without even, ooh, I disconnected. It's reconnected without even using the stud welder. And so the stud welder will not work on major dents. You got to pull it out some to get to a point where the stud welder will start to work. Now, this is my favorite piece of the Vevor kit. There it is right there. Okay, so you can hammer and you weld on right there, and then you could just slide hammer as you go. So that's kind of cool. Some other things that I use for this job, I've got all these pry bars and other slide hammers, and it's just a lot of dinking and doinking and punching and pulling. Sometimes I will use the stud welder to just attach to pull while I'm beating it with my body dolly hammers. I got 3 different hammers there. Another tool that is very handy is this attachment for the Vevor slide welder. So you can either just grab a hold of inside of a cut, or I can use these little doohickeys right here in order to pull dents. So with all of these cuts, that's not, the traditional way someone would fix a job like this. But with as mangled as it was, I had no choice but to make cuts so I could pull that metal out. And what I'm going to do is weld those seams shut, and then it's going to get, I'm going to just beat and punch and pull and punch and pull and get it as close as I can. And after that point, I am going to use fiberglass and then a little bit of body filler because I don't want more than a 1/4 inch of fiberglass and filler on this, as I don't want that to shrink and crack in the future. I've also purchased something that hasn't come in yet. I got it from Amazon. It's a contour guide. They have a contour little piece where you got all the little pins and you can place it up against the panel and get the shape. They've got one that I found that is 20 inches. It's the biggest one that I have found. And I'm going to use that to measure the curvature on the other side of the car, trace that off, and make a template. And I can go all the way down with templates so I can get the shape just right. And then I'll be able to perfect it, and away we go. So let me show you one other thing today that the new product that I just purchased. I'm doing this fender here. This is a little body damage. Did some metal work using the Vevor dent puller. Got one little small spot I got to smooth out, and then I'm going to be ready to finish sand and do base coat. And then I will also be doing bumper repair job. I'm going to refinish this bumper and get all the chips out of the bumper. But let me show you what I shot the primer with. I was looking for a primer gun because I'm not satisfied with the one I use. I can shoot sealer with my previous primer gun. This is my newest gun. That is a SATA 4000B digital, but this is an Iwata, and it's a 1.7. And I was using this to shoot primer before, and like I said, it'll shoot sealer great. You know, when you thin down your primer, I usually thin down my primer with a little bit of Nason 44121, the full base right there. But I wanted to get a 2.0 gun, so I thought I'd just get this knockoff brand here off of Amazon. I'll give you the link, and it comes with a 1.7 and I think a 2.0. It's either like 141720. Some of them come with a 2.5, but the 2.0 is absolutely perfect for shooting primer. So I've got my little PPS adapter on the top, and this sucker is great for like $35, which is good enough. You don't have to break the bank to shoot primer because you just want to get it on there thick and even. And that shoots the primer a lot better than the Iwata, which I'll save that one for sealer. So I'll put that one in the link. I'll put a link in the description. And last but not least, I bought these little pressurized canisters to put solvent in. So this one has lacquer thinner, and I use it to clean my gun and clean the cups. And then this one has final wipe. All right. And they're about 50 bucks on Amazon. And I absolutely love these. So you can pressurize it up to 150 PSI, and away you go. So here are all of the products and stuff that I've got stored. I've got so much junk and paint remnants. I'm a pack rat. Yes, I am. And there's all my guns. All my guns. There's my clear coat gun, which is my Supernova. It's my favorite. This is the old primer gun that I don't use anymore. I drilled it out to make it a 3.0. I do use that for undercoating, but that's about all. And so then here is the Harbor Freight HTE 1.4, which I use as a touch-up gun now. SATA 4000B digital. I just lost the connection again. I hope this video turns out. That's what I use for my base coats, especially when using metallics. So that's all we've got for this first of many live editions. I'm going to be going live every time I come into the shop over the next couple of weeks for the month of April. So be watching, and I'll be sharing some of my more favorite products. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about sandpaper and some amazing sandpaper products that I found on Amazon that are top notch. That's about all we got for now. So stay tuned. Show and tell will continue at Color Boss Custom Auto Body Shop, where you know how we like to do it. We just shoot it.